very much, Michael. As I always say in the UK, we know it's a big event when you're in town. You're just in town at every one of our events now. So, welcome everybody. It's a fantastic turnout here today in New York, and I couldn't be prouder to be sitting here in front of you. So many friends I see in the audience, of course, established media, governing bodies, venues, our new partners in Perform as well, to announce a groundbreaking deal in the history of the sport, in the history of matchroom boxing. This is an incredible $1 billion deal over 8 years for 16 live shows a year across America, promoted by Matchroom Boxing with Perform on their platform DAZN to be launched later this year. Firstly, thank you, Simon, for allowing us ahead of time to announce this deal. As you know, I have a huge mouth and I couldn't hold it in any longer. DAZN's official launch coming at the end of June. But we needed to get this out there because I am so excited to shake up the world of boxing in America. And you've seen us do it in the UK. We've done it with a great broadcaster with Sky, and thanks for Barney Francis and Adam Smith for making the trip here today. And recently we made our move into boxing in America. But there were certain things that I needed to be able to take boxing here to a new level, to be able to build a stable, unrivaled, in my opinion, in the world of boxing, which is what we're going to do. I needed a platform that would give us a huge volume of dates. 16 dates, starting in September, a year, per year, for 8 years. Then I needed a lot of money. I needed artillery. And we're dangerous with artillery, let me tell you. And now we've got it, $1 billion over 8 years. We have by far the biggest rights budget in the sport of boxing. And we're going to be ultra competitive. We're going to be putting on the greatest shows with the greatest talent. And this is open season for great fighters in the US. If you're out there, if you don't have a promotional contract, if you're a world-class fighter, we want you from top to bottom. We're going to be bringing through the Olympians, the national champions, growing them across the country, boxing them 8 times a year, giving them the experience they need. If you're a world champion, if you're a world-class fighter, no more fighting once a year, no more waiting on your date. We've got the dates, the money, the platform to be able to give you regular championship content. But more than that, this, for me, is an opportunity to build something from scratch. A blank canvas in terms of the shows, the venues. We are working with the broadcaster to make sure that we can build the shows for the fans. We don't want to come on at 10 o'clock after a movie. We want to come on at the start of the show. We want to make sure that the fans can see every fight on the card. We want to have the build-up shows to get you excited about the action. We want to build our own commentary, our own presentation team. We want to listen to the fans and give the fans exactly what they want. I promise you, just like we've done in the UK, this is a brand new era for boxing in the US, and we are so excited to share that with you tonight, which today and tonight is about sharing that with you, letting you know that we're here, we've arrived. We opened the US office today, beautiful place, alongside Perform. So proud to have started that US office as well, and we're here and we mean business. And like I said, 16 shows a year, $1 billion over 8 years, an unrivaled rights fee budget that is going to see some of the great shows. This is wonderful news for us all in the room. This is wonderful news for fighters. This is wonderful news for the sport of boxing because we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to upset a lot of people. But it's going to be a great journey. You're going to see lots of us, you're going to see lots of Perform and DAZN, of course. Thank you so much to Simon, to John Skipper here today, to the team, to Ed, to Joe, to Juan, to all of the team and the Matchroom Boxing team. This is a groundbreaking moment for our business, 30 years in the making. Of course, my father promoted his first show around 30 years ago. I've been going to these shows since I was 8 years old. This is a sport that touches us all. And all we have to do is keep on touching people and show them this great sport. We have to build these shows. We have to keep the interest in the new wave, in the new media format today. And we're going to do that with a lot of fun, and we can't wait for the journey. So although we have jumped in on this announcement prior to DAZN's official launch at the end of June, I know, Simon, a few words from you about this wonderful partnership.
Thanks, Eddie. So, I mean, from a Perform point of view, we've been doing sport, we've been doing digital for 10 years now, and I kind of feel like we've been building up to literally this moment, which is, by de facto, by announcing this deal, we're announcing that we're now launching DAZN in the US later on this summer. We've been doing a lot in digital media. We believe all sports broadcasting and all sports consumption will be on digital within 3 or 4 years. We're building a broadcast platform for the future. We launched it in 2016, initially in Japan and Germany, and it's been a huge success. In Japan, we literally show everything. We've got all the domestic sports, all the international sports. Everyone loves the service, and they love the service for a couple of reasons. First of all, we have one monthly fee. It's affordable, typically a lot lower than any comparable pay TV package. In the case of Japan, it's about half the price. There's no contract, so you sign up to it, you give it a go, it's free for the first month. If you like it, you stay. You will like it because we have loads of great content from all around the world. There's no reason for you to leave because it's affordable, it's sensibly priced, and there's no contract. If you want to pause because you're going on holiday for the summer, then just pause, press pause. We won't charge you for that month, come back next month. And we've really seen it not just change things for rights holders and fans in these markets, we've actually seen it improve consumption. So on our service at the moment, which is live in Japan, Germany, Austria, Switzerland and Canada, the average user watches 5 events every single week. And they're watching 3 different sports. So whatever sport brings them in, it could be soccer, it could be boxing, it could be NFL, by seeing loads of great quality sport on one platform, they start consuming more again. They can watch it on any single device, whenever they want. Obviously a lot of it's consumed live, but also we have an SVOD platform, so everything's there on catch-up as well. So it's not just about showing lots of high-quality sport, it's about changing the interface that you use. It's all delivered via the internet, but 60% of our viewing is on big screen TVs. People are plugging in their PlayStations, plugging in their Xboxes, sticking in a Chrome stick, and 60% of the viewing is on a big HD quality TV. So it's actually, the end product's no different to how you watch cable or satellite here in the US or in Europe. So we've really seen from that success in Asia and Europe that this is working. There's a lot of things that in the future make sport a better fit for OTT streaming platforms. The biggest thing is, the one thing we don't have at Perform is we don't have a scheduling department. We don't have linear channels, we don't have to make decisions, we show everything live the whole time. So if it's a soccer league and there's 10 matches on at the same time, we just show all 10 matches. If Eddie says I want to start a show at 7 o'clock, but can we actually go live at 2 because I want to do some behind the scenes stuff and I want to do some press conferences, we can go live whenever we want, we can stay live for as long as we like. And that's obviously the beauty of internet streaming, and you've seen how TV has changed with Netflix and Amazon, you see how music's changed with Spotify and Beats and services like that. We really think the future of sport is OTT and streaming, and we've built a platform for the future. So the US will be announcing properly end of June, start of July, what our launch date is, what our pricing is, what other sports we're going to have on the service, and we'll be telling you a lot more then about what the overall plan is for the US product. The one thing I'll say at this stage is, to us, it's very, very clear that the US broadcasting space does need to change. I think the average broadcast consumer is probably spending 150, 160 bucks on a monthly cable subscription, and then if you're a boxing fan, you could be spending anywhere between $70 to $100 for a pay-per-view, which it's just, for us, it just seems ridiculous. It's a huge amount of money, and that's why not enough people are watching it. So the whole thing needs changing. We will not be doing pay-per-view at all. We will be doing the same model that you've seen us do in Asia and Europe. It's one monthly fee, it's no contract. You won't leave because we've got 16 fights a year and they're going to be huge. And we've got the 16 fights that Eddie produces in the UK, and we're going to have a load of other boxing from around the world, and we'll have a load of other international sports, and sooner or later we'll have some other US sports as well. So we don't need to get you to sign a contract. Next week there's going to be another big show and you're going to keep watching it. And that's really why the whole thing works between us and Matchroom. That's why we put together Matchroom Boxing. We need a regular schedule of big events to get people onto our service so that we don't have to do pay-per-view, so people can pay a sensible monthly fee and get loads of great boxing around the world. That then gives Eddie the budget to plan these events properly, and not just plan events, actually plan careers. 8 years, I don't know how we came up with 8 years, but for me, 8 years is probably the average career of a decent boxer. So there you go. If you're a boxer and you're 22 and you want to fight for 8 years and make a lot of money, there's 8 years worth of money there, and I'm sure if it all works well, we'll be renewing it for another 8 years and another 8 years. So the key to this deal was volume. Every single 2 or 3 weeks, there's got to be quality content on the platform, and obviously we need to have big events here in the US. And to get the big boxers, we need to give them certainty, and that's why we've signed such a long-term commitment to the deal. We're completely behind the whole thing. It's going to be the focus for the service at launch. We're very, very confident that within a few months we're going to be the home of boxing, and we wish everyone here, I know most of you here are from the boxing community, we hope you subscribe soon, we hope you come to the events, and I hope you get behind us because we're genuinely doing this for the right reasons. We want to get this to as many fans as possible in the fairest, most sensible ways, and it's going to be a great service.
Thank you, Simon. I don't want to keep you too long because my phone is going in my pocket, and I know it's world-class fighters because this is just broken across the internet. And, this is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be having a lot of great conversations with a lot of very, very good fighters. And we were dangerous without a platform and without money. But with this deal, with the platform and with the money, oh my God, we're going to be causing nightmares in the promotional game over here, and I cannot wait. Like Simon says, 16 US shows, that's our deal with the $1 billion over 8 years. And separately to that, 16 of our UK shows will also be shown live on the platform as well, and also to be announced upcoming, I know, some more further boxing content, which is, I know fans in the US are going to be over the moon with. So we will make this the home of boxing. If we don't, I've completely failed. And when you look at the track record of our family and the history of Matchroom, we've got a great success rate. And as a family, we couldn't be more proud of this deal, and we will give 120% to shake up US boxing. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to put on some great shows with great talent. And more importantly as well, we're going to build as well from the ground up with young fighters that need that activity, and world-class fighters and world champions that need that activity as well. So we are going to leave here, we're going to go outside, because this rooftop terrace cost us a lot of money.
Like I say, the first show we've ever done is...
Yeah, exactly. In fact, I've got to be honest with you, Simon, this party has cost more than one of my normal rights fees. So that's a good start. But we're going to have a drink outside, we're going to celebrate this evening. I'm available, Simon's available, for all you media guys, and get ready for the journey. It's going to be a lot of fun. Seriously, we're here to shake up this game. We have a heavy artillery, we have huge plans, we have a great partner, we have a great platform. And just remember what I said, this is going to be a platform built by fans, for the fans. That's the difference. Coming on air when you want us to come on air, build up shows when you want the build up shows, building a commentary team that you want, presentation team that you want, the fighters that you want to see. So thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you outside for a drink. Thank you very much.
Well, Simon and Eddie, we're going to stay on the stage. We're going to meet for some one-on-ones with a few of the members of the media. But we'd like to invite everybody to step outside, and of course, Eddie and Simon will be out there in a few minutes too. So enjoy yourselves, and we thank you all for coming. It's not over yet. Have a good time.